Hello YouTubers, this is Merwin171. I wanted to bring you a quick follow-up video. Last week I shot my video on Estwing Black Eagle here. And of course I have a video on the M48 by United Cutlery. And here's my Kangee T Hawk. Now you're looking at them and you're probably saying, why are they so dirty? Well, that brings me to the point of this video. After I used them last week, I wanted to do some experiments on how it would handle rust. So I didn't clean it. I just put it back in its sheath, and now it's been sitting for a week. And after about a week worth of sitting in that sheath, this is the amount of rust that gets on the Kangee T Hawk. Now there's a lot of that is mud, because like I said, I didn't clean it off after I used it, so I was expecting a little bit of rust damage. This is all rust. That's not dirt at all. But you can see that it's SK5 steel. Is in fact pretty vulnerable to rust. I mean, like I said, this is 1 week in a controlled environment. It wasn't exactly a wet environment. It was in a scabbard in my truck. Here's the M48. Now this, on the other hand, this has very little rust, just a little bit here on the edge. And this is it looks like just about all of the actual rust. Still pretty dirty. I've been practicing throwing. That makes it wind up in the mud a lot. But here you can see it's steel. It's Chinese steel. Zoom in there for you. If it'll focus, it may not. Alright, well, I'll just read it because it's obviously not focused. But it just says, you know, stainless China, and gives you a whole bunch of, I'll write it on the screen for you, because it's not really a pronounceable. It's just a whole bunch of letters and numbers designating that it's Chinese steel. And of course, here's the damage that's on the Estwing Black Eagle here. This is all rust. So is this. So, you know, that's actually more than both of them. This is American-made steel, though Estwing doesn't exactly disclose what kind of steel they're using. They just call it, and I quote, American steel. But you can see that it's still moderately vulnerable to rust. But it held up pretty well. I mean, it's all surface rust, and all three is just surface rust. And you know, like I said, this is just an experiment to see if, you know, I went camping for a week and forgot the things to clean it. I just dry it off and put it down. What will it look like? Well, the CRKT is going to look pretty much like this. Of course, the M48 is going to look like I showed you. And Estwing is going to look pretty similar to that. I don't know if this is helpful to anybody, but anybody looking to buy a Tomahawk who isn't big on maintenance, this is probably valuable information to you. I mean, obviously the best one that held up is the Chinese guy. They call it stainless steel. So, I mean, it definitely showed better corrosion resistance than the carbon steel, the SK5 carbon steel in the Kangee T Hawk, CRKT Kangee T Hawk. But if you look at the coating on the Kangee T Hawk, anywhere it's coated, it's still fine. Same with the Estwing. So wherever the coat is, that'll keep it from rusting. But like I said, I made this video for really just to show y'all what it would look like after a week of sitting in its sheath because you forgot to clean it or something. And for those who aren't big on maintaining tools, this is what you're going to wind up with. So I wouldn't necessarily say you had to clean it that night, but to prevent the surface rust, you probably need to clean it within a couple of days. But anyway, this is Merwin171, and I'm going to sign off. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I just thought this would be an interesting video. Anybody's got any ideas, you know, comment, let me know. Anyway, signing off. Take it easy.